part of it. It amplifies the work that they do. Stephanie Graham is here today. Stephanie is about to have a new show here on Lumpy Radio, and we're going to talk about that. And she currently is the host of the Nosy AF podcast, which is brilliant. And this is another example of this radio station doing something really dope by being able to get someone who is absolutely killing it outside of the radio station and making the city a better place, even in the midst of all this nonsense, being able to bring her talent here and introduce herself to an entirely different audience. It's brilliant programming, the good kind of programming, right? Stephanie is an artist, a filmmaker. She's a multi-hyphenate. She she enjoys examining the curious. I think I could say that. It sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And she is the best, and it's an honor for me to have Stephanie Graham on News from the Service entrance. Welcome to Lumpy Radio. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm
Look
so
at this.
happy to be here.
Look at this. Look at how this happened.
Yeah.
Are you because I can't remember how I came in here, but when they told you that you were going to have a show on Lumpin', what was your, I know what my reaction was. What was your initial reaction?
I was just like, what? Really? Really? And then I didn't take it seriously at first. I met Stephanie at Midway back in November.
Mm-hmm.
And she had suggested it and suggested, like, I follow up. And I was there with my with Tom Burtonwood, who is with Terrain Exhibitions. Are you familiar with Terrain?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, and and for those who don't know, it's a DIY public art festival that happens. It's a biennial, and we do really cool things. And so Tom and I were there, and Stephanie brought it up while we were doing a recording. Lumpin' was down there doing these like different recordings, and yeah, she suggested it, and so we followed up, and I was like, wow. How cool is that?
That's going to be awesome. And,
Yeah.
And I we're going to do the name and all that stuff in a bit.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the Nosy AF podcast.
Yeah.
What was the impetus for starting that podcast?
Mm-hmm. Well, I thought, as an artist, you have to have something to market yourself. And I felt I'm always having conversations with people anyway, like everybody's having conversations, but so much of my own art practice is rooted in, stories and conversations. Like that's where ideas spark for me, and folks allowing me to ask them questions over and over again and really just get into what they're into. And so I thought, I enjoy listening to podcasts. Bad at Sports, also a show here,
Yes.
which was also I love them.
Yes.
They really put me onto a lot of artists. And so I'm like, maybe I can have a podcast, and have these conversations. And then another thing, too, is that as soon as somebody mentions an artist to me, I was always looking them up on, like, YouTube to see if I can hear them talking about their work. And then if I would not see them, that would really frustrate me. I'm like, wow, how come I can't find them talking about their work?
Right.
And so I figured that, also I could speak to artists and, everyday folks, but it can also archive them talking about their work so that if anybody looks them up, they can find them speaking about their work.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That I think the title of your podcast. I'm currently the host, co-host of the Who You Got with Mike and Mario podcast. I've hosted the Randomly Selected podcast
Yes.
with Silver Room.
That's how I know you. I would listen to that.
I don't understand how these things work and how they became so popular.
Yeah.
But I do get the fact that the podcast, at least in this country, is king right now. It is probably more of a go-to for folks than the radio is, because the radio is still the number one go-to from what I understand, not television, it's radio. But I think podcasting has surpassed that. What is the power of the podcast in your opinion?
Oh my gosh, it seems like it's everything now. They were calling this past election, I know you're a political junkie,
Ugh.
the
Junkie's
like
the
the
operative
year,
word there.
the year of the podcast, because of the political candidates going on podcasts. It's really, I don't know what the appeal is. I think people think it's easy because you might not have to get dressed. You can just but now you do, because now podcasts are going back to YouTube. But
Right.
you don't really have to, maybe present yourself. You can just sort of be where you are behind a microphone and talk and go from there. But I don't know. I think podcasting is really hard. I don't really know what the appeal is because there's so many steps to doing
man.
it.
It's a lot. It's
Yeah.
I think the adventure though is in the doing, because
Yeah.
people. I've heard Howard Stern say this. People think you can take a microphone and put it in front of your face and talk, and then that's a podcast, and that's absolutely not how that works. It's the subreddit, right, of
Yeah.
radio, and it's a lot of what we're doing, just having a conversation. We can turn this extended show, this 2-hour program, into a 25-minute podcast, just with the interview part. But I think the art is, I think it's in the title of your show.
Yeah.
I think it's in the guests that you get, and the person or people who are hosting it.
Nosy AF is a bad title for a podcast.
I think it's a great title.
In the podcast world,
It's a bad title.
it's a bad title because if anybody wants a the more niche, the better. It should have been conversations with artists, and even that's a bad because no one can search it. They
Right.
have to know to go to it.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with learning about podcasts and getting better with them. And I was in a cohort with someone, their podcast is spiritual growth in wine. So now you're going to learn about spiritual growth while drinking wine. It's the
I would
more
love
basic.
for that to be the case. That's actually what happened when I drank some wine.
Exactly. Me too.
Because it's a different kind of spiritual growth. It's like, oh boy, this wine is running out. I need to get up and go grab some more wine.
Yeah.
We're in a weird. By the way, we're with Stephanie Graham here at WLPNLP Chicago 105.5 FM Olympic Radio. It's news from the Service Entrance Radio Show. We're at a very unique moment in the world. And I know that you do a lot of focusing on culture and stuff. And the where are we now question, I almost hate asking it, but I gotta ask because I gotta know. Where are we? Where do you think this, not to hyper localize it, but this city and the people of color in it, where are we really right now, do you think? And if we expanded that lens a bit, in the eye of the camera, right? Where are we in 2025 right at this moment?
I think we're in two places.
Okay.
One, we're either resting and not paying attention, which is me, in delusion, or we are, that ride at Great America, as soon as you sit in it, and it just pew takes off right away.
Yeah.
We're on that ride. It's just in the loop of a tornado that we didn't ask to be a part of. It's very frustrating and it's very overwhelming.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where we are. I know that I feel, it's funny, I had a feeling you might ask something like this. But I feel that when this election, right, we were trying to get, or at least I was trying to get, Vice President Harris in office. I'll speak for myself. And when that didn't happen, I was so frustrated and just so annoyed. I said, you know what? You deal with it. You deal with it. I'm going to go do me. And I think a lot of folks felt that way. And now it feels like, instead of resting in our 92%,
Right.
I feel like, you're sort of lightly opening up your eyes like, man, do I got to get up?
Right.
Do I got to get up and help and fix this?
Is it on us to fix? Because I don't see
No.
anyone else able to fix it.
I mean, it's not on us, but it just seems like if you don't do something, I really want to ignore it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I feel
yeah.
like
that is very profound, by the way.
it is.
I think so. Because it would be easy for someone that wanted a different outcome, which is what I found myself saying, and I said I wasn't going to do it today, but saying, I told you this was going to happen.
Yeah.
And then saying, you guys deal with it. This is your mess now to clean up, and you can't clean it up without us. So what are you going to do if we don't want to participate in your mess? And that's why I think what you just said is extremely profound. There's an option. You know what I mean? You could easily be like, I'm good.
Yeah.
As long as I know I can eat, pay my rent or my mortgage, and my family is fine, and my health is fine. You guys deal with the Department of Education being shut down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I got my degree.
That's what I'm saying. I get it. But even with that though, I don't mean to step on what you're saying, but that was very profound. You have the option to say, I'm taking a nap. I'm taking a 2-year nap at least before the Burger King gets in his arteries and he may not be around anymore.
Yeah, that could happen. Does he eat Burger King?
Oh, what doesn't he eat? Come on. He eats everything. Burger King, Burger Queen if you had one. All of it. Stephanie Graham has a new show on Lumpin' Radio. What is the name of the show?
It's called Nosy AF, Conversations About Art, Activism, and Social Change. But I feel at Lumpin', when I'll do it live, it'll be Nosy Live. Nosy AF Live.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
And that's a great name for a radio show.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, see, it doesn't have to be so simple.
That's what I mean.
I got the tagline because in the podcast world, they're like, nobody will look for that. You need like something else for people to search. And so that's how I got the tagline of.
No, it's
But I do love the name. I refuse to change it.
I think one of the best things, like I said, about this radio station is that it dares to have folks like you on. It dares to have Bad at Sports on. It dares to have a show about soccer on the radio that people can access and hear. It dares to have this weirdo show that I do on.
Yep, your show, yeah.
It dares to be different and to stand in the face of all this stuff that we just talked about without saying, although I do it, you guys deal with it. We spent the whole summer telling you what was going to happen.
Yes, we did.
You deal with it now. I just to go back to that for a second. I think because in our innate nature, Latinos, Black folks, women, I think it's in our nature. Even if we're like, okay, we will fix the problem. Right?
Yeah.
I think because it's so upside down that we are absolutely waiting for it to kind of right itself up a bit.
Yeah.
And then go, here we go. Let's fix it.
Yeah.
Let's at least fix it for ourselves.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm concerned about.
Let's at least fix it for ourselves.
Yeah, I'm just concerned about us.
The humanity fix is if we fix it for ourselves,
Yeah.
humanity will be fixed as a result of our fixing it for ourselves.
Yes, yeah.
I hope. Back to your show. When does your show start?
April 12th.
You ready?
I think so.
You're going to be just fine.
I am nervous. Do you have advice?
Martinez is down the street and they have good food. Eat before you do your show.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
If you eat before you do your show, you'll be fine. My real advice is just it's the poetry adage of respect the mic. Every time you open up a microphone, you're making history in Chicago. You're making radio history every time you do it. Even if you do it just to say your name and turn it back off, you've made history by being able to do that. And knowing the history of this place will help you, and just knowing the history of what you're trying to accomplish through art and activism and how important it is to the people of Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
you will be just fine.
I feel really honored to be here, you know.
You hold on to that now. Let's not get carried away.
No, I do. I think like being asked to, you know, to participate in this and lump in and the shows that are here, I'm very, very honored about it.
Yes, you should be. I thought you meant being on this show specifically.
Well, I'm honored to meet you and speak to you. That's very cool. I mean, I've heard you. You know, I've heard you.
That still freaks me out too. That's the other thing. People will walk up on you and be like, "I heard your podcast." Do you get that "you did" kind of thing?
Yeah, you know, the thing is that it's out of your control. You have no control.
At all.
You know, even with, you know, art exhibitions, all that, you can put it out there and you have no control.
I'm just glad that you're here. I think this is going to be really good. I think you're going to be great. I can imagine the folks that you're going to have on your show. I know most of them, hopefully. and this is one of the best things that we've done in a long time. So welcome to Lumpin'.
Thank you.
The show. What time will your show be on?
2 to 3.
That's a good time.
Yeah.
That's a nice.
On Saturdays.
Nice. Oh, an even better pocket to be on. Yeah. Saturdays is a good day. That's a listening day.
Uh-oh.
No, you want that.
Okay.
It's gonna be fine.
I do want that, yeah.
The person who doesn't like her name mentioned on Lumpin', Stephanie,
Uh-huh.
is the greatest. You will be absolutely fine. There's not a better person that you can have to make sure that this is the way you want it to go. It's going to be just fine.
Yes, she's very kind.
That's a great word.
Yeah.
She's super kind.
Yeah.
She is at home right now,
Okay.
rattling a text off. Stop saying my name on the radio, Mario.
Look, I don't want to get in trouble. Don't get me in trouble before we start.
You're good.
Okay.
It's me. It's not you. Thank you so much for being on.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
I really appreciate it, and looking forward to Nosy AF Live.
Are you going to listen?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
come on. Of course I'm going to listen. It's going to be a good time, and you're going to do just fine.
Oh, thank you.
Don't worry.
Okay.
You're going to do just fine. And if all else fails, do what I do. Just play a bunch of music, play a bunch of songs in a row, figure out your thoughts, and then you just go and do it.
Nice.
Or do what I'm getting ready to do in a moment and try to do a tournament bracket after some of the games have been played. And I don't know the result. And I'm going to see if I was right.
Oh, okay.
It's like a parlor trick I'm going to do.
Fun.
Well, I mean, I'm on for 2 hours. I have to
It's impressive. I was like, whoa.
fill the space. Stephanie Graham, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Really, really appreciate you
Yeah,
taking
I'm
time out of
excited.
your day to come down here and do this weirdo show with me. And
Weird is good.
it is. It's not bad.
Yeah.
And looking forward to the start, April 12th at 2 p.m. from 2 to 3 here on WLPNLP Chicago. Thank you again.
Yeah, thank you.
Right on. All right, everybody, listen. Well, I can't do it now. I can do it, but it's without all the fanfare that you know what? Screw that. I'm doing it. If you all will give me a second to, what happened? Oh, criminy. What did I do? I destroyed my own show. Yes, I did. Anyway, it's WLPNLP Chicago, 105.5 FM, Lumpin' Radio. This is news from the service entrance, the radio show. And this is Bohannon.